Hi people, welcome. Today I want to be doing a update video regarding the people that are in the management system. Now there's a couple of guys that are obviously been a little bit worried the way I've been handling their accounts, but what I need to put forward to you, just so you're aware, okay, is that when the Darwin is activated, if you were going into the fast track, now the fast track is where we had 3 accounts running for a year. Okay, the idea of this is that all 3 accounts are running where you pay $39 per account every single month, and the idea is that you're trying to push all those 3 accounts quickly into profit. Now there is no quick way, okay, to get your allocation through your Darwin, because with a Darwin account, as I've shown to you, and also as I've backed up inside the sales page and shown you the disclaimer, how you get a Darwin is by trading with a simulated account. Now whether you do this manually or whether you do this done for you, which is by my trading bots, the way that you get allocations is when an investor sees that you've found a profitable point, okay, a simulated trade, and then that investor then takes that upon himself as a Darwin, okay. He basically gets that Darwin and that opens up that particular strategy that you've followed, and he can then copy that strategy with his own invested money. All right, that's how this system works. Now because of that, there are a few things in place. One of them is there is a risk engine which is built inside the Darwin Zero, okay, the Darwinex Zero account. This is to protect the investor. It's also to protect the trader. Now what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that when you carry on or carry into a trade, if you go into heavy drawdown, rather than Darwin will see that you've created 9%, just like a prop firm, right, and they wipe your account out, the Darwinex Zero account, how this works is by what happens is the risk engine kicks in, it lowers your profit margin, okay, and it actually protects the investor as well as the trader into thinking, well, everyone goes into drawdown, right? Everyone can go into that point, so it protects it almost slims down the reward within inside that account. Now what happens is there's 2 things that can happen, okay. One of them is that it could take you a long period of time, longer than you would expect, for that account to get back into a profitable point where you'll start to make performance fees and you'll start to get your allocations. Now with a silver you get a minimum of $30,000 allocation, and with this basically you get a watermark on what you trade with inside that profit margin. You get 15%. So I'll go through a lot of this anyway, okay, and you'll probably see a few things that are coming up on the screen now that will show you roughly how you can actually see your percentage of when you get an allocation and what your profit margin is going to be. Now there are extreme cases, okay, which I do, and this is something which has caught a few people's eyes, and if, oh my god, he's shut my account down. Reason being is because when I was trading with a bot with these guys, okay, and we're fast tracking, what basically happened is that gold dropped exponentially, okay, and the accounts went into around about 30 to 40,000 pound down from a 100k account. So because there was no allocations that were attached to these accounts, I cancelled the accounts and waited until there's a time for me to reset the accounts back up, and then ask the members to reset up their Darwin subscription so they can carry on paying monthly. Now this is pretty much what you were doing anyway, right? Because the Darwin is yours, okay, The Darwins are yours to keep. You have responsibility in paying your subscription for your Darwins, unless you're paying a monthly program where it's included, where I pay for the Darwins. Okay, 9 times out of 10, when we go into the observation and the monitoring surveillance, which is a smaller fee, around about $39 to $49 a month. And what this does is this allows me to monitor, set up the actual set files, for me to set up the bots, for me to do back testing and forward testing, to check to make sure that the set files that are on there are in profitable margin. Now, it doesn't matter how good I am, okay? It doesn't matter how good the best trader in the world is. This is something that you need to be aware of. The markets change. They go up, they go down. It's volatility, okay? You know, there's millions and billions of money inside the Forex marketing. You know, you'd be a fool to think that you're going to have a nice ride all the way up without hitting a few pits, okay? The beauty is, if you haven't already got your 30k allocation, I will cancel that account, reset up another Gmail account, get that account, or a Yahoo account, get that account up or operational and running. The pain in that side of it is that you would have to wait 14 days for your calibration sequence, although I can still trade done for you, okay, with inside that, even when it's for another 14 days. Now, the idea is, because you've had a 20% fall or a 30% drawdown on your account, if we just get rid of that account, okay, and cancel it, I set you up with another account, and then I ask you then for you to start to pay for that monthly subscription, just the way everyone else is doing. Then the idea then, you see, is that we are building another account, which hopefully is going to get past the point where it gets to an allocation. As soon as this gets to an allocation, it's a different ball game, right? Because when we have an allocation of $30,000, right, you do not want to be cancelling that account, because it worked hard to be able to get your first allocation, plus also your watermark on your training and your trading that you're doing on that account is a 3-month period. So you won't get paid until 3 months, roughly 90 days. And it's normally, if it's, say it's the 1st of April, it's normally the 5th of April that you will get paid after that, okay? And that money will go directly into your account, and then you can draw that money out once you've done your know your customer, which is your KYC, to be able to draw that money out. If there's other people that are overseas, which I'm controlling, there is another system which I show you inside my Darren's Trading Academy, which I'm building at the moment, and this is a top secret membership area where I'm going to be showing you how you'll be getting your money paid to you using this system. It is only available inside Darren's Trading Academy, okay? For the people that are in the management system, you have got nothing to worry about. Basically, what it really is a mindset. Okay, what you've got to remember is that if you see the account cancelled, you think, oh my God, all that money I've spent on that, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, okay? I know this sounds really, really crucial and a little bit cruel, is you abolish that account. Do not trade with emotion. Remember what I said. It is a method, strategy, procedure that we're following to get to our allocations. When we have our allocations, it's a different ball game. If it falls 20 or 30k down, I will manually trade them back into a position where we will start to make profits on it. The problem is it can take 8 to 12 weeks before you'll start to get your allocation into a point where it will start to make money again. Remember, this is a long-term game. We are talking long-term. This has the ability of making long-term money, okay? You know, I show you every ounce of money that I make with inside the Darwins, which are inside the Telegram group. I leave no stone unturned, and I give you, if you like, I like to give you transparent information which other traders, other people will not give you, okay? I give you unsugar-coated methods for making money online, okay, using the trading Forex markets, which is giving you a safe thing. Because for argument's sake, right? I want to show you. I want to talk to you about this. It's very important. I had an account. I still got the account, okay, which is a 100k account, which I started with, just the same as you all did. Okay, this is my account one. I've traded this up now to £700,000. Right, I'm going to show you. If we go over here, click on here. This is my account. Okay, now you'll see that I'm in the red here, right? And this is because I use a special bot. It's called an FX bot. Okay, and this bot, it works really, really well, but you need to have high a high balance. Now, if we look through here, you'll see that my balance is $730,000. Okay, now when I hit my drawdown, this account went down to roughly $430,000. I lost $300,000 on this account. Okay, however, I still made performance fees with the account. I still made performance fees because you are being rewarded for trading. Okay, so whether or not you're trading manually, like I trade manually, 89% of the profits that you see inside my account one have been achieved through me manually trading, just as I show everyone inside my Darren's Trading Academy. Okay, I move up to here and I show you I have all my known support and resistance lines that I use to trade and continue to trade, okay, inside my trading view, which is what I use for working it out. And then I go to my MetaTrader 5 where I will actually do my trading. So you can see, look at these lines, they're being respected, right? Bounced off here, bounced off here, bounced off here, bounced off here. It's come down, it's come back up, and now it's coming back down. It's respecting this line here, right? These are all top lines which I get into the market, out of the market, into the market, out of the market. Okay, I'm going to wait until this comes down to this line here, and then I'm going to start going into buy trades again. Okay, one of the mistakes that I made is I buy too early. I because this is my top, I thought to myself, okay, this is my top, if you like, and anything above this is normally a bull market. Anything below this is normally a bear market. Okay, so I thought to myself, right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until it falls below a certain point. I'm going to get into the trade, and I trade 3 lots. Now 3 lots is a lot, okay, but bear in mind I've got 700,000 at the time. I had a 600,000, 650,000 or 649,000 balance. Okay, so what happened? Well, I went into severe drawdown. Okay, you can see it pretty much did this, right? I got into this point, thought it's going to bounce up. It didn't. It went down. It stayed down. Okay, and then what happened? Well, what gold is designed to do, it went back up. Okay, and what it's going to do now is it's going to come down. It's going to hit a point where it's going to have a retest off this line, and it's going to bounce back up. This is why one of the trading things I teach you is that if you wait until you're in a position where it bounces off a line, it's going to have a retest, right? And it's going to be anywhere from 3 to 9 pips up. So if you take a 3 pip margin at 3 lots, you can normally get quite a good profit, which is going to boost you up, and then wait for it to fall back down. But the danger is if it falls down quite heavily, like it can do, then you're obviously going to hit drawdown on your account. And this is one of the things which we cannot stop. We cannot find it, right? Because we trade in the future and we backtest in the past. Okay, so if we had a magic glass, or a magic mirror, we'd be able to work these things out, which you can't. You can't do that. So this is why it's very, very important that when we trade, okay, we follow known. This means that it's already revisited certain points. Like for argument's sake, right, a special one is 2968. If it revisits 2968 or 3268, okay, 3333, this is another number. These are all gold points when you get in, and they're powerful numbers because they're going to respect, and when they start to respect, you can pretty much know what the direction of the trade is going to go by looking at the past, because this is important why we look at the past. Okay, so you can see that at the moment my equity is 711,537. Okay, if I go into my account, and I'm just going to jump into my Darwin account, and if we just refresh this, you see it is 200. There we go. Just got to jump back in again, log back in, and what I'm showing you, okay, is I'm not showing you just to be clever and this is what I've done and everything else. I'm showing you that when you get your allocation in time, okay, you will start to make money on a free monthly basis. Okay, it's very important because a lot of people, they get a little bit worried because that, you know, and it's trading. Trading is all about winning and losing. Okay, you can never win every single trade ever. You know, it's just it can't be done. Okay, and it doesn't matter what people say, it can't be done because you'll get into a trade, think it's quite successful, news will come along and it will wipe your account, you know, or it will take your stop loss out, should I say. So this is my Darwin Zero account. Okay, I'm at 84th place. I was hovering, okay, quite scarily at 262. I was 2 away from being kicked out of my gold position, which I would have really been gutted about. However, I managed to claw myself back into 84th now by sticking to the method and the strategy that I use, okay, with XAU USD, believing in my thing, not allowing emotions to get in the way, because I could have easily cancelled the account, or I could have easily said, no, I've got a real major problem here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to empty my trades. Okay, this is what I didn't want to do. I try to have a method in place. I follow that method without allowing emotion to get in the way. Okay, and this is why, if you see that I started up with a drawdown, okay, when it was the 3rd of June last year, you can see that we've gone all the way up and I'm still going up. This was the bit where I hit 300, about 340k down in my account, but now we're heading in the right direction. My return now is 25.59. Okay, now obviously I got rewards on the 5th of May. This is where I got paid. Okay, and I'm, as I said to you before, I'm not shy in showing you this because I think it's important for you to be aware. So it gives you confidence that there is money that can be made with inside this system. So you'll see that the pending performance fee, okay, is 251.21. Okay, this is 2 days old, right, this allocation, and I'm already at 251.21 in profit, right? When I drew my last money out, which I'm going to show you, if we go to withdrawals, you'll see that my performance fee that come in on the 5th of 5th 2025, which was a couple of days ago, okay, I made £670.15, even though my account fell down by $400,000, right? Crazy, absolutely crazy. And you can see that this is money I've made, this is money I've made, this is money I made. This was my first allocation, this was my second allocation, this is now my third allocation, okay? With account 1, this is only one account. Okay, I have other accounts. You can see that my earnings available is 967. I should probably draw some of this money out, and I want to start showing you how to put it into a Vanguard system. This is another video that I'm going to be doing for you guys to help you and girls, which is going to be really, really good and help you with that side of it as well. So what I'm showing you, okay, is that this money, which starts to build up, and this can even go up really, really high, or we can hit drawdowns and it can come down again, okay? But bear in mind that when you hit a certain drawdown, that will probably stay the same for about 12 to 18 hours, and then each day it starts to slowly patter down, okay? And then if you're in profit, it slowly patters back up, okay? And every hour this refreshes, all right? So if you leave this up, your Darwin, you'll see that this will refresh every hour, okay? And then your performance fee will go up. One of the tools that you do have, okay, inside your Darwin, is you can actually, as I said to you before, that you can look into the future, just like we trade in the future. Okay, you click on the plus button, and this will show me just what if I make another 0.5% on my performance fee. My estimated performance fee now will be £333.71 instead of £251.21. Now if I do 1%, it's now gone to £416.21, right? So if I do 5%, for argument's sake, okay, this is 5% in 3 months, which is quite possible, then you're looking at, I'm going to make another £1,076 that's coming in 3 months time. Okay, so you can see the power of what I'm showing you. And of course, if you're in the management system, this is what we're aiming at. When we start to command money coming in around about $900, then this is when I'm going to be setting up an allocation. You see that this is 100k permanent allocation, and once you unlock this, this comes in every 3 months. You start to make money with this as well. So this could be anywhere from $251 or pounds up to about £1,000 coming in on automatic every 3 months. Remember, this is only account 1. Now account 2, okay, I'm just going to give you a little glimpse of my account 2. If we go to log out, I'm going to log out of this account, and then I'm going to log into my account 2. Now, as I said, I'm showing you these because I want to be totally transparent. I want everyone to be aware of what I'm doing, and in time you will be able to do this as well, and you will be commanding the money that's coming in as well. Okay, okay, so we're just logging into this one. This is my account 2. Now this account 2, this is the first time that it's made its allocation. I had this account, it first opened up on the 9th of December 2024, okay, and I started to make my first allocation. If you look, the pattern's pretty much the same. All right, I know we had a terrible drop down here in this area here, but look, if you look at this, just a nice line running all the way up. Okay, and we're at 16.19% return. Okay, and you can see that my current rating needs to be over 75 for me to be able to command an allocation. You'll see that my Darwin allocation is $60,000, which is right here, and my current rating is 79.32. I'm currently 482 out of 8,093 people in this account trading. Okay, and you can see that I've commanded 105,000 allocations received while I've had this account opening. My best historic position at Darwin Silver was 142, so it means I was 142 in the world out of 8,000. And you can see that, you know, these are my points of trading, etc. You can see all this information. You can look anytime if you own your own Darwin. Okay, you can look at these anytime simply by clicking on the Darwin IA and then putting in your actual Darwin code or my code, and you can see that this is all authentic. All right, I'm going to click on the allocation. I'm just going to show you. Remember, this has only been 3 days old. Okay, you'll see that I haven't yet brought my permanent allocation, because when I brought my last allocation it was £145. They recently put the price of the Darwin allocations up to $220, £220. So I'm waiting to see if they give any deals in and the price will come down. If it does, then I'm going to buy my allocation. So I'm holding on to this point when my allocation would be a little bit cheaper. Now yesterday when I reviewed this, okay, remember this is only 3 days old, this allocation that's in was at $3.22. It's now at $10.96. So it's gone up pretty much twice its price within 2 days. Okay, and you can do a thing here. Okay, if we click on here, it will show you what I will start to make with inside, okay, the 3 months, if I was to make 5% on top of what I'm trading. Okay, so we're at 0.5, so you can see that the estimated performance fee is now going up to 235. we're at 280. I'm going to put this to 5% again, just to give you an idea. And you'll see that the estimated performance fee that I could be commanding in 3 months' time, which would be in August, is £460.96. This is with my account 2. Okay, this is my account 2. Now, that's if I make 5% on my current money that I've got inside my account at the moment. And this is quite easy to do. And this is mainly controlled by bots. This is my done for you system, which is my account where I leave bots running on this, and I trade this up. Okay, now if we go into here, you'll see that I've currently got inside this account. Okay, this started at 100k just like everyone else. This was made and designed this came out in December. Okay, and I've done 171,754%, right? Well, we all know that 10% of 171,000 is round about 17,000. Okay, so if I can make another 17,000 on here, right, I'm pretty much then guaranteed to make another $400 or £400 within 3 months on this account. Now, this is why these are very, very powerful, because how much realistically is it costing me to have my Darwin account? Well, it's costing me $38 a month, right? But when you start to make money with the performance fees are paying for your account. So if we go to settings and we go to subscription, and you no longer have to worry about paying £38 a month because the account is now doing it itself, right? So you can see, look, subscription with earnings. So I've got £373.15 in my account. Okay, this is my first performance fee payment that came into this account, and I've got this clicked on. So next time this comes out, money will come out of this here, which is like the bank inside the Darwinex Zero account, and it will start to pay for the subscription on its own. So this account is now running on its own. It's not costing me any money, right? So account 1 is running on its own. Account 2 is running on its own, right? I've got another account which I'm building at the moment, and because I hit high drawdown, okay, and it's already got an allocation, I'm now building that back up, because I don't want to lose any allocations that I've got, because I've already got investors that are interested in the way that I trade, and I don't want to damage my investors into investing me again. Because if I abolish that account, then what could happen is that investor could say, well, he didn't actually trade himself out of trouble, he just set up another account. So this is why it's important that when you have allocations, you're in a more stronger position in the markets, okay, than you are if you've got an account that hasn't got an allocation. When you have an account with an allocation, you have a bit of clout, okay, and also you can make an extra performance money with the allocations that are coming in every 3 months. Okay, there's nothing stopping that, because for 3 months, every month, right, you can get another allocation, but the allocations in silver run for 3 months. So that means that you can make profit every 3 months on that allocation, but you can have 3 allocations up to 3 months in silver, and in gold you can have it up to 6 months. But if you already have, or you buy a 100k lifetime allocation, this is completely separate from what you're allowed inside your Darwinex Zero. This is like an extra gift, if you like, where you can buy a 5%, 10%, 15% or 20% to pass, okay, and then you get your lifetime allocation. This was designed to stop people from getting rid of their accounts and starting again. As I said to you before, when we're in the done for you system, especially when we're fast tracking, disposable accounts, okay, if we don't hit our targets, I will shut that account down. I will notify you, okay, I will send you the new details. I would ask you to set up another account, rather than you paying for a subscription that's going to take longer for me to be able to get you an allocation. Nothing changes. You're still paying $39 approximately every single month, okay? The only difference is that you've got a new account which is going to be a lot quicker setting up than it is if you've got an old account which has already fell down a lot of drawdown and we've got to wait to build it back up. So that's what this video is. This is almost like a little video just to clarify to other people what the system is all about. There is pitfalls in it. There's pitfalls in everything we do, right? The difference is that this is the safest way to make money online that I've found to do with trading, okay? Because you're not trading from a broker, you are the broker, okay? You're trading, and then the other investors are actually coming in and seeing how you're trading and think, oh, I might have a piece of that. And that's when they're getting their Darwin, okay? They're opening your Darwin, seeing what you're doing, and then rewarding you for it. And then the risk engine will adjust itself up and down, okay? So if we're trading very, very minimal, it doesn't matter. If you're trading very, very minimal, you can still get allocations and pass, okay? Even if your account starts to move very, very slow, because the risk engine will open it up. It will see that your Darwin risk is less than 1%, okay? The risk engine will see, and it will actually allow you to make more money even if you're trading on a smaller account. And this is a crazy thing which a lot of people don't and won't tell you about, okay? Because why would people want to tell you about making money? Normally people that make money, okay, keep it to themselves until they've made the money, until they can turn around and say, oh yeah, well I made a couple of £1 million and I did so and so. Oh sorry, didn't I tell you? Oh, it's too late now, you can't do it. I'm showing you how you can make money, right? Safely with a risk of just $38 a month, and I don't think there's many people that will be able to show you that. So I'm going to be releasing this video, okay, which will be going into the Telegram group. I may put it on YouTube as well, so you know, keep an eye on it. Make sure you watch this to the end, which is pretty much now, okay? Sorry it went on for half hour. Lots and lots of information there, right? It's very, very important for me to tell you about this. Watch out for my new videos I'm going to be bringing out, which are going to protect all the accounts, okay? Now, if you're one of the lucky ones, okay, which is in the management system, I will be adding the protection bots into the accounts. I'm just waiting for the calibration to go through, which takes 14 days, because I don't want to upset my Darwinex Zero risk engine. Because if I start putting in a thing where it's only making £200 every single day, then what it's going to do is it's going to lower the point of where you can make money. So if we let the Darwinex Zero do what it needs to do and let the risk engine assess my account, which I've set everything up with just a few bots, okay, allowing these bots just to go up and down. And even if I finish at say 97,000 instead of £100,000, when I put my other bots in with the protection scheme, which is going to be introduced inside all the Darwins, this will stop us from falling below very, very high drawdowns, okay? So for argument's sake, I'm going to have a $2,000 or a $3,000 protection. So what happens is if the account falls below £3,000, then what I do is it will automatically shut itself off. It will automatically follow a couple of perimeters and inputs that are built within inside it, and it will automatically restart itself, okay? And it will protect itself from making sure that, say, one particular expert advisor is not behaving correctly, while the other expert advisors on those accounts will still maintain and carry on. Okay, it's a cracking bit of kit, which I'm also going to be bringing out as a module. So anyone inside the Darren's Trading Academy will have access to this. They'll be able to put it onto their own bots, their expert advisors. I've got it both in MT4 and in MT5, and I've also got it in C Trader as well, which I'll be releasing it with inside the Darren's Trading Academy with my version, okay, of inside the module, which will show you exactly how you can use it, etc. It's going to take me a while to work out because there's over 84 perimeters which I need to go through, so you'll know exactly how to set this up. It's a very, very powerful thing which is going to protect all of your expert advisors from crashing with inside your charts. And it's going to be a really good thing, because I think we're going to get a lot of talks through the Telegram groups with it. And I also think that people then will be creating set files, because they're going to be testing themselves, and we'll all be able to share our set files with inside that group, which is going to be really, really helpful for people that can't quite work out where to put the stop loss, how to get the bot to work, how to get it to do this, how to get it to send an email or a notification when the bot needs to be shut down, or automatically shut itself down. Lots and lots of important information there as well. Okay, and also there's going to be another video I'm going to be doing on the position sizer, which is going to show you how to set up your positions inside. This is going to create risk ratio protection, where we're going to be having accounts which are more risk averse, because we want to make sure that we protect our profit that we're making, right? And also what you want to make sure as well is that when you start to make your performance fees, we need to make sure that you put that money somewhere safe so it's working for you, and you're not going to lose it inside the account. Now, I've had no problem drawing money out. It's normally a couple of hours when I click on the withdraw button inside any of the Darwinex Zero accounts. It's a couple of hours. It goes straight into the accounts or into, an ISA, anything like that, which I will send it to, and I will keep you updated on the accounts as they start to come into performance fees. I've got a couple more which I'm working on at the moment. I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks, maybe one of them will be in a position where I'm going to start making performance fees from it, and I will keep you posted. Also, I should be keeping you posted on the other members as well, where they're being positions where their allocations to be coming in. And I want to start to release information which is going to help other people and to be aware on what is going on, so everyone is on the same hymn sheet where it comes to this management system, or if you're doing it yourself inside my Darren's Trading Academy. Okay, now if you haven't got the money for Darren's Trading Academy, if you go to Darren's Trading videos, okay, which is this one here, you click on this one here, and you click on here, and you go to Darren Brown at Darren's Trading. Okay, just search in the YouTube thing. I have a video which will show you how to set the Darwins up completely free. So don't think that, oh, well, I can't do it because I ain't got no money. You can, but you've just got to change your mindset. You've got to put the method, strategy, a sequence, and move emotion aside and get the system done. Okay, but just remember that if you are going to be setting yourself up for $39 a month, there is a link below in any of my videos. You'll see it here. You're welcome to use this link. It will give you 25% discount, okay, for your first month, okay, and I urge people to follow that, because it's going to help you set up an account where it's going to cost you, say, like $28, which is round about 19-24 quid, okay, as opposed to $39, which is round about 29, 20, 30, 32 quid, something like that. Okay, so remember, it's monthly, and that's just going to really, really help you on that side of it if you do decide to take out a Darwinex Zero code, okay, an account. You want to make sure you do MT5. I find that I've been more reliable with MT5 accounts. I'm still trying to pass a couple with MT4. They are getting there, but these are bots only, okay. That's why I brought out the ICD, which is this one here. Check out this, because this is a great little bot, the ICD Silver Bullet method. It trades only one trade when it feels like it, if you like, but it seems to be profitable every single time. It's a great little bot, and if you can make some great money with it as well. So this is the end of this video. Hopefully this is going to help you, give you the information that you require to help, and also to give you that little bit of don't worry about the accounts. Okay, if I've stopped those accounts and you can't get into those accounts anymore, ring, you can email me, you can text me, and if you go to the EFX Freedom group, which is inside this Telegram group, okay, you can ask me and say, hi Darren, is there any reason why my account has been stopped or shut down? And I would say yes, the reason why is because I now want to set up another account, and the money that you would have paid for this month on that account, which is going to take longer to set up, we're now going to use that money, okay, to set up another account, go through the pain of just the 2 weeks of the calibration, even though we can trade and it is possible to pass a performance fee, which I've done within 2 weeks of setting up my account in calibration mode. Okay, it is quite possible to do that on your accounts as well. Remember, I can't change the market, right? I can't change the direction of what the market's going to do. No one can. Okay, you know, there's a risk in everything we do when it comes to trading forex. Remember, most people that trade forex lose. It's actually around about 94 to 95% of people that trade will lose their money. This is why I'm showing you a strategic method, a philosophy, if you like, of trading. Okay, so you still have a fun of trading, but you're using funded money and assimilated experience, and then you're getting performance fees rated by how you trade on the markets. Okay, and then investors are looking into that and say, whoa, this looks good, I'm interested in this, I'm going to try this on my account. And when they do that, you make performance fees from it. So that's it, all the very best until my next video. Thank you.